Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on Wisconsin On Demand. We welcome those of you joining us tonight for the boys basketball regional semifinal between the 7-seed Deforest Norskies and the 2-seed Stoughton Vikings. What better than Pitbull and the Zach Brown Band to get us started on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania in our first boys basketball postseason broadcast. Jesse Nelson along with the Dean, Dennis Semrau. Let's get a check of our starting lineups as they're being introduced right now here at Stoughton High School for the Deforest Norskies in their road black uniforms tonight. Starting at guard number 2, Mason Keys. At forward number 3, Jackson Accardi. At forward number 15, James Hodge. At guard number 21, Alex Van Oyen. And at guard number 24, Brody Hartig. The Norskies are coached in his first season by Eric Stewart. Meanwhile, for the Stoughton Vikings, being introduced right now in their home white uniforms. Starting at guard number 0, Sawyer Shipper. Number 1, Jay Johnson. Number 3, Ty Fernholtz. Number 4, Mason Margie. And number 11, Braylon Kane. The Stoughton Vikings are coached in his 7th season with the Vikings, Nolan Weber. Both of these teams started the season hot. Deforest was 8-0, didn't lose for the first month of play, but ended losing 9 of 11 regular season games. The Stoughton Vikings started 4-0. They were 8-2 up until January 5th. Ultimately go 3-3 down the stretch of the regular season, finishing with an overall record of 17-7. Still good enough to earn them the 2 seed in this sectional. Deforest the 7 seed. The winner tonight gets the winner of Mount Horeb and Milton tomorrow night. If Stoughton wins, it's right here at Stoughton High School. If Mount Horeb or Milton wins and Deforest wins tonight, then Mount Horeb or Milton will host their game tomorrow. Just about set for the opening tip of this boys regional semifinal. Norskies and Vikings underway. Tip comes right toward the Stoughton student section, which is directly in front of us as you watch on Wisconsin On Demand, and the Vikings control it. Across midcourt is number 0, Sawyer Shipper. And the Vikings with the first offensive set of the evening. How about a pull-up 3 from the top of the key, Ty Fernholtz. He's the leading scorer for Stoughton on the year, averaging 20 points a game, and Fernholtz hammers home a 3 to get things started tonight.
Can we call that a heave, desperation shot, whatever?
It can't be desperation 30 seconds in, Dennis, I wouldn't say.
That's what it looked like, though.
It was a great shot because it went down. Meanwhile, Deforest on the retaliation. Yes, that's Brody Hartig, the senior, driving right baseline and able to put it in. Each team with a made bucket on its first offensive possession. 50 seconds in, 3-2, Stoughton on top.
Yeah, both teams shooting 100%. Wow.
How long can they keep that up? Sawyer Shipper for 3. Well, still shooting 100%.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Back-to-back threes for the Viking offense makes it 6-2. They've come out on fire. Norski's down 4. Driving inside, Alex Van Oyen had it stripped away. Coming the other direction, Fernholtz with the left hand on the run, no good. And now the Norskies push. Pull up 3 deflected from behind by Fernholtz. No, they're going to call a foul, and that means 3 free throws on the way for Deforest. Jackson Accardi, the sensational sophomore, will get 3 chances to try and cut Stoughton's lead down to 1 if he can connect on all of them. What did you think of the call, Dennis?
Oh, that's a tough one to make this early in the game, but he saw something out there. Got to call it.
Fernholtz picks up his first foul. Both of the star players, you can make the argument tonight for each team wearing the number 3. Ty Fernholtz, the leading scorer for the Vikings with 20 points a game. And then you have Jackson Accardi, the sophomore at the line right now for the Norskies, the second leading scorer on the year, averaging 14 a game. Only Brody Hartig averages more at 16 in each contest for the 7-seed Norskies. Accardi 2 of 2 at the line. 69% free throw shooter on the year, and that's about right. He goes 2 of 3. 6-4, Stoughton on top by a bucket. Just over 90 seconds into this regional semifinal. Winner gets Mount Horeb or Milton tomorrow night. Fernholtz off the screen, tried to throw it inside, and it went off the knee.
And we get our first kick of the game.
Dennis, when we saw Deforest earlier this year against the Monroe Cheesemakers, we called them the North Threes because of how well they were shooting the threes. And by we, I mean me, because you kind of laughed at me for saying it. But do you think the three-point shooting tonight will be significant, whether this goes the way of Stoughton or Deforest?
I think it will be. But both teams right now trying to attack the rim a little bit too.
Driving inside, and a foul goes against Deforest. They'll say it was not in the act of shooting on Alex Van Oyen, the senior guard. So Stoughton maintains possession, and the inbound comes in cleanly. Now deflected near the top of the key, but the Vikings hold on to it. Fernholtz using the screen. Kick it back. Wide open three. Johnson off the mark. Baseball pass. Intercepted. Margie got in the way like a defensive back, and then the three is airballed by Schipper.